It's going to be the joys of well, actually, it would be the dangers of an overactive mind and the joys of a still mind. Because having an overactive mind, or having a very, very active mind, could actually be a real rush. It's like a massive amount of tools, and everything, every topic that comes up, everything that you see, smell, or hear, or even taste, becomes an opportunity to use this great big giant piece of equipment at high speed. Like the idea of like having a really active mind and taste, setting it off was I was eating a sandwich with a friend of mine, probably genius level IQ, or one of those minds that could store and withdraw information at lightning-like speed. Depending on how you want to say genius IQ. We're taking a bite of this bread, and I said something like 12 grain bread or something like that, and he's like, how many grains can you name? And you know, I kind of slowly started chugging along, and he just couldn't stand my pace, so he just started like spitting out the names of grains. Grain, 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 grain. And I was looking at him, and like I saw this like kind of like ecstatic joy flashing in his eyes. He was also a big fan of the 7 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. And when I said, all right, how is Kevin Bacon connected to Raymond Burr? He actually looked pissed off because he couldn't do it. It made him angry at me. All right, so it's awesome to have a mind like that. Also, and here's another thing too, if you have a really, really active mind, there's ways to make it more active. There's drugs, for instance, stimulants, and oddly enough, stress and depression heightens the mind's focusing powers. And you might think that, like, well, no one really smart is going to actively seek out depression and stress. And there you would be really, really freaking wrong. People with really high-speed, high-powered minds seek out stress and depression on a regular basis. It's really easy, actually. Like, you know, is there any sad movies that you watch because they make you cry? Sometimes you're feeling sad and you just need that emotional release, so you watch a sad movie. High-speed brain havers just Google disasters, or like actually they're the kinds of minds that actually categorize them as time goes on and then connect themselves to that disaster in some way. One of my Mensa level genius friends felt that 9/11 affected him personally because he used a business that was in one of the towers. Just used a business there. Personal effect. And I kind of wanted to say, yeah, but you didn't know anybody in that business. None of those people were your friends. You just used that business. Like you did your banking there, or they made your whatever, like, you know, this product there. Use that company's toner. But except I knew what he was doing. He was connecting himself to a really stressful, depressing event personally to get stressed and depressed and keep his mind at that heightened state of focus and activity. All right, a little trite. I could be trite. All right, the flip side is learning to not do that, to having a really active mind and learning to calm it down and keep it calm. That occasionally, like, you're going to need full power, and you'll shift into that. You've practiced that, and you practice shifting back out. The dangers there, I think, is the whole addiction to high speed and high use brain activity to where you can't shut it off. You know, the whole, like, I was like, Craft Fear was talking about, like, I'll sit in a bar for 5 hours smoking cigarettes and drinking and not talking to anybody, just my mind going zoom, 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 zoom. And if there isn't, if anything, if like you run out of like the impossibility, but if you run out of constructive uses for your brain power, that's where the monkey brain kicks in, where you start thinking like, should I start doing my taxes now? Do I have everything I need as far as groceries this weekend? Did I leave the burner on at home? Where are my spare keys? Like your brain just, your brain just won't just shift back down into calm. I think that your brain can be addicting. Solving puzzles, solving problems, working out hypotheticals. And the thing is, though, the work required to get your brain to come close to the impossible of being settled, calm, and almost empty, to meditating to the fact where you feel highly alert, but yet almost asleep, and your brain's really not working on anything, or every time it starts to work on something, you say, not now, not now, sweetheart, right now we're resting. Like the joys of feeling that, of what it's like to have your mind at peace. It's so hard to get that, and so rare to encounter that accidentally, that the joys of it, it would be hard for me to say, like, you will like it even more than you like being able to name 49 different grains. Or how everybody you know is connected to Kevin Bacon in some way. I don't know, like using your brain as an engine, as a tool, like any other engine, needs rest and maintenance and downtime and time to cool off, and that needs to be practiced, just like practicing can you name every country in the globe and its borders, what does it border, as an exercise, as another exercise, having your brain be as empty and still as possible, and the most important thing on your brain's mind is counting your breaths and your heartbeat.